What's up, guys? What is up, everybody? How is everyone doing? A cool, crisp December evening. How's everybody doing tonight? An exciting journey lies ahead. Through the sands of time, through the bells and domes of time. I know I caught y'all Myron, my new executive chair. My new executive quality computer chair. I know I caught y'all Myron. How's everybody doing? Yes, we were just enjoying some pre-Mudflood music tuned to 423 hertz, obviously. obviously. Life hack: put your tea in a thermos and it'll stay warm for longer. I'm always getting furious at my cool bottom half of my cup of tea. But yeah, off to Tartaria. Exciting stuff. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Noid stream, a true crime stream for the thinking smart little boy. Goblins driving, eating, chatting in a YouTube live stream. Let's go. Through a snowstorm, nonetheless. Wow. So yeah, we'll continue our investigation into the the boomer mind virus another time. Yeah, we doing vape tricks tonight. I feel like there's some more gristle on that bone. We confirmed the Esalen Institute, sinister stuff. We'll get back at it later. For tonight, you guys are going to have to keep me accountable tonight, because we're going to be looking into Tartaria. And full disclosure, I've never really done a ton of research into Tartaria. But you guys are going to have to keep me accountable tonight, because the last thing I want to be doing here on the Noid streams, on the True Crime for Boys Noid streams, is becoming a debunker. I don't want to fall into debunking territory, obviously. But my initial reaction, usually from the little bit of Tartarian info I have, is, well, that's silly. well, that's kind of silly. So you guys are going to have to keep me accountable if I fall into debunking mode here, because that's not what we're all about. But that often is my impulse. From what I've heard of Tartarian stuff, is kind of my first reaction is, well, that's a silly thing to think. But we're gonna R-pill ourselves. I don't know if we have people who are already R'd on the Tartaria question. I don't know much about it. I know it's like something to do with architecture and history all being faked prior to 1890 or something. I don't know. We're going to find out. If there's any Tartaria doubters in chat, such as myself, I think this will probably be a pretty eye-opening stream. Whoops. I should take that one off the board. I never really mean to push that button. But yeah, one of the bonuses of the Tartaria issue is, often we'll come into these streams, I'll have some idea, and I'll be like, okay, we're going to find info, and I'm going to, on the spot, process it into digestible little red pills for everybody. And it doesn't always pan out that way. I don't always process the information quickly enough, and I have to, think about it more later. But what I can do on the spot is I can tell if somebody is gubbed on site. And I have a feeling that the Tartarian Odyssey community, I got a good feeling we're going to find some specimens in there. Is the implication that native Indians had the Roman-style architecture? Is the idea of global, prehistorical, Hyperborean race who made fancy cities? I don't really know. I mean, that's why I had to do full disclosure. I don't know a ton about it. I know that kind of obviously insane women will go and film post offices on their phone, which have, architectural styles that we don't do anymore. and that it has some. I know there's a mud flood involved. I know something to do with World's Fairs, I think. And I think it has like hidden history implications, although from my understanding, okay, I'm sorry guys, you'll just have to bear with me for a moment. We're doing some debunking, and then we'll get bunked later. We'll get bunked on Odyssey here. But it has something to do with like history being faked up to relatively recently, like in the 1800s or something. And I'm not entirely sure how that is supposed to work. But that's what we're here to find out. We're here to who will debunk the debunkers. So yeah, we'll see what's going on with Tartaria. Maybe let's do a little bit of Tartaria. We'll look at the Wikipedia to get, a broad overview on the situation. I'm on the same level of Tartaria knowledge you. I have a vibe about it though. Yeah, like I say, I haven't looked into it. Everything I have seen has led me to be kind of like, okay. So maybe we can at least get an overview of what people are on about. The biggest issue with Tartaria content is that no one makes short form content, so you got to sift through like 9-part series. Yeah, I was noticing that, just trying to find the something cool to slow down for the intro. You look up Tartaria on YouTube, you do get, it's like everything is over an hour. Ooh, this one looks good. That one looks like it's worth clicking on. 12 minutes, 27 minutes. So yeah, we're gonna find out what's going on with Tartaria. I'm gonna guess that all of the doubts that we all share will be dispelled. World's Fair 1890 confirmed, Great Reset. Who knows? Is there any lore on the gay Chinese empire that preceded Tartaria? That is hidden history. You want to talk about hidden history? The great gay Chinese empire that actually founded Tartaria after a rough start, admittedly. But yeah, that's some hidden history. What's up, Wallums? Shorts might be a good normally level start. Yeah, there are some shorts. Let's just get a brief overview on the world's most trustworthy website, wikipedia.org. Knowledge is human. Wow. We'll never forgive the elites for taking away our blimps and zeppelins. Yeah, is that the core issue of the Tartarian situation? Is that they took away our blimps and zeppelins, and that like our architecture is bad now? Okay, sorry. I had an urge to debunk. I'm really gonna not try. I'm gonna go in with an open mind. Nobody's debunking anything. We're rebunking, if anything. If anything, we're rebunking ourselves. Okay, so the conspiracy theory, that's editorializing section on Wikipedia here. I know that these domes are a big factor. I feel like there's another... Okay, nope, sorry. Nope. Nope. No, I gotta watch myself. Okay. Our mechanical pigeons. Yeah, bells, hertz. Is Tartaria, are they into like the correct hertz for things too? Okay, so the conspiracy theory, biased editorializing. The globalized version of the conspiracy theory is based on an alternative view of architectural history. Adherents propose that demolished buildings such as the Singer Building, the original New York Penn Station, and the 1915 World's Fair. Okay, old office tower. Penn Station. So if New York was part of the pre-mud flood civilization, How does that work? Okay, anyway. We're actually buildings of a vast empire based in Tartary that has been suppressed from history. Sumptuously styled Gilded Age buildings are often held out as really having built by the supposed Tartaria. Other buildings such as the Great Pyramids, we've heard of those, and the White House are further held out as Tartarian constructions. The conspiracy theory only vaguely describes how such a supposedly advanced civilization, which has reputedly achieved world peace, could have fallen and been hidden. And they also had unlimited wireless energy. Okay. That's cool. Look up mercury-free energy. Is anyone here Morgellon-pilled? I am so un-Morgellon-pilled, I don't even know what that's a reference to. But I do believe it. I do believe that it's a thing. Is this what I'm supposed to be looking up, Goblin? Reddit? Reddit.com? Your Noid streams would work better if you pretend to be an expert in every subject you cover. That's probably true. That is a good point. You know, I try and come in here and just be real with y'all, but maybe yeah. There's really nothing stopping me from doing that. Okay, conspiracy theory. The conspiracy theory. The idea that a mud flood wiped out much of the world via depopulation and thus old buildings is common, supported by the fact that many buildings across the world have architectural elements like doors, windows, and archways submerged many feet below ground level. World War I and II are cited as a way in which Tartaria was destroyed and hidden. See, that's quite recent. Again, I apologize. I'm really trying... I'm really trying not to debunk anything here, but part of the charm of Atlantis is its supposed it took place in pre-history, but like World War I and II were not that long ago. So you see, if everything was sort of faked prior to that, that's just a lot of stuff had to. Okay, no. Okay. We're pulling back. We believe. We're a bunch of Tartaria guys. So World War I and II were the way it was destroyed and hidden, reflecting the reality that the extensive bombing campaigns did destroy many historic buildings. Okay. The general evidence of the theory is that there are similar styles of buildings around the world, such as Capitol buildings with domes and star forts. Okay, well that's pretty compelling evidence. Maybe start smoking a Tolkien-esque pipe to make yourself seem more esoteric and knowledgeable. That's another good idea. That's a very good idea. I feel that's the issue with smoking a Dr. Pepper flavored vape, is it's not the most esoteric thing to do. It's kind of like epic and swag and like dubstep coded, I guess. Bastion forts. Okay. Cool. Also, many photographs from the turn of the 20th century appear to show deserted city streets. That's sinister. In many capital cities across the world, when people do start to appear in the photographs, there's a striking contrast between horse and cart users in the muddy streets and the elaborate, highly ornate stone megastructures that tower above the inhabitants of the cities. Okay. So, like, Tartaria kind of confirmed. I could get one of those, those, like, weed cartridge vapes people have that kind of look like a pipe. I could start smoking weed. I could start smoking weed again. Yeah, no, I agree with you, Fats. Cigarettes open your third eye, vape steal it. I've mostly stopped smoking cigarettes, much to my chagrin and regret. and I kind of bought a vape as a treat, and I do feel significantly sicker and worse and more calcified in the pineal gland from hitting the vape than I ever do with cigarettes. They're clearly and obviously far worse for you, basically. Double the amount of vaping on... Yeah, maybe if I'm doing a vape, I'll have to lean all the way into it, get a giant mod box, and you'll barely be able to see me through all the clouds. Okay, so what are we taking from our overview of what Tartaria is? I mean, it has to do with architecture, being kind of ugly and uninspiring now, which is true and accurate. And that, like, they used to have more domes, bells, and sort of things of that nature. Okay, I'm kind of starting to buy it. That all seems pretty plausible. Does anyone know, is there like a Tartaria overview that's like short and sweet and like under 10 minutes? I don't really want to sit through a 4-hour thing before we start seeing what the Odyssey folks have to say about it. That would be good, yeah. A respirator vape. Or like 2 big mod boxes on like a... there's like beer hats that people wear to football games. Did anyone else in here get the pink drive in lower elementary? My mom's a teacher, and she gave it out to her students, and it's just straight fluoride. Oh, the pink drink. No, I don't think so. Pointy tip buildings to collect electricity and charge the Zeppelins. Much to consider there. Okay, I'm gonna roll the dice on which of these looks like it'll be the most succinct and give us an overview on just what the heck people are talking about when they talk about Tartaria. We got a 15-minute one. There's a 12-minute one. We're gonna give a shot to this 12-minute one. Let's see how it goes. I'm gonna unmute it. And I'm also going to put it on normal speed.
Welcome everyone. In today's video I am going to discuss the mind-blowing Tartaria, a lost civilization which seems to have been forgotten or erased. Tartaria was apparently once where a very spiritual and technologically advanced civilization existed. It was well known as the Golden Empire and covered most of the Northern Asian continent. Originally a location had been ruled by the Tartarsky Velakani mighty giants, who were essentially from the Aryans. Tartaria was a huge landmass and would have still been the largest today if the mud floods had not destroyed everything. During October 1586, the civilization of Tartaria, which means strong place, was established. But over many centuries, the unity of that civilization then fragmented. After December 1922, Tartaria was then made into separate republics. On the 18th of April 1627, the famous Dutch cartographer known as William Bleur completed his map of Tartaria, which clearly showed how massive the expanse of the Tartarian civilization was. The map showed Tartaria reached the borders of China and Mongolia. This incredibly...
like, Tartaria's in Crusader Kings 2, so it's definitely, like, real, right? This guy drew a freaking map of it.
Advanced culture used free energy systems, grandiose architecture that still exists to this day.
Manlets are so afraid of tall people that they mythologize. Hey.
Using the electromagnetic frequencies of planet Earth to abundantly live in Tartaria. Unbelievably, President Vladimir Putin in 2013 made Tartaria maps public, and in 2017 he also gave a map created.
Was that when he opened the world's oldest vault and it turned out that everyone was black? Was this then?
Created by William Blah of Tartaria to the former president of Tatarstan, also known as Tartaria. So how did William Blah have such a clear picture of this country if it didn't exist? We learn about the famous Egypt, the Persian Empire, the Ottoman or Roman empires, but all of this history is small in comparison to the Tartarian Empire, unless it isn't true and it's just a myth or a story. But you can find too many documents that state this region certainly did exist. The landmass and territory called Tartary and Great Tartary was an historical location in northern Asia that existed between the Caspian Sea, the Ural Mountains and the Pacific Ocean. Tartary was a blanket term used by Europeans for the areas of central, northern and eastern Asia, as these parts were largely unknown to European explorers. This is why the entire geographic territory was known simply as Tartary, and its inhabitants were called Tartars. In 1998, the CIA declassified a document which they had produced in 1957. A section within the document mentions the existence of the Tartarian civilization.
Okay, I think we get the gist of this. There was a place called Tartaria. Let's just skip ahead a little bit. I want to see how does this... Oh, there's Nikola Tesla. Okay, we'll keep going.
In other words, Tartar history was to be rewritten. Let us be...
Then I assume they invented the sauce you put on fish sticks. I'm assuming that's their last big legacy, I suppose, which is, nothing to sneeze at.
Frank was to be falsified in order to eliminate references to the great Russian aggressions and to hide facts of the real center of Tartar-Russian relations. A book that covers Tartaria very well is the James William Lee book called The One World Tartarians, the greatest...
Well, that is a thing I know a lot of, that I don't know, doesn't get a ton of ink, I suppose, was that Russians, I think they're all from kind of like over here, right? And then Russia goes for a long way. So presumably those people were up to something. The Filet-O-Fish is truly the last bastion of a lost culture. So true, so real. Sometimes it feels like I'm the Tartarian. Let's go.
Civilization ever to be erased from history. And in the book, he explains how the historical presence of Tartaria was deliberately censored and deleted. The word Tartaria is linguistically connected with the Greek word Tartaros, which means frightful place. That location then became more common.
Everyone should probably like the stream just as a big, as a funny goof on the elites who don't want you watching this hidden history.
Known as Tartarus. In the stories of Greek mythology, the anciently founded Cyclopean giants were put into Tartarus, the frightful...
Yes, we will be going to Odyssey. That is the plan. I thought we could just get a nice brief overview, and then we will be going onto Odyssey.com to find the real ish. This is sort of the approved, zogged, if you will, fake history. Tartars was an old Russian blanket name for the nomadic peoples of the Eurasian steppe. Because I can certainly see if, Tartaria was over there, and then the Russians kind of swept in and were like, these Russia now. And then they, deleted the history or whatever. That seems plausible. And then Vladimir Putin opened the world's oldest vault, and it turned out they were all black. I knew a Tatar girl. She didn't really seem like the remnant of some lost advanced civilization. I mean, from what I've seen, the people in Eastern Russia look basically identical to North American Indians. They look pretty similar. I had some nasty Tartaria after my coffee this morning. Based. Let's go. Is Tartaria the same as Turan? I don't know what Turan is. Real talk, wasn't the Tartarian Empire worldwide, which is why buildings all over the world look the same? That I'm a little confused on, because that was my understanding from the world's most trustworthy website, wikipedia.org. It said that it's all like these buildings in like New York and stuff, and I don't really understand how that applies to nomadic steppe people in northern Asia. Modern-day Tartars are to Tartarians what Falmar are to snow elves. You guys are really dropping some elite-level references that I'm too stupid to get. Oh, it's a Skyrim thing. Based. Let's go.
Place. Hence, the Cyclopean giants of Greek mythology represented the Tartarian giants, whose golden empire was submerged in the silt and soil. The historical trauma which arose from the devastation of the Tartarian civilization was remembered in these archetypal stories. The Tatarski Velikani, the mighty giants, are thought to have been breatharians, which means they did not have to rely on the use of digestion and therefore did not need to consume food and water for calories. But instead, the mighty giants received energy straight from the ether, the Earth's grid, the geomagnetic frequencies that...
Yeah, I thought Jerry Seinfeld's dad was a Tartarian test tube baby or something. I haven't heard that, but probably. Okay, yeah. He was one of... Because I know there's something to do with, like, Cabbage Patch Kids, right? Like, they were growing little Seinfeld Cabbage Patch Kids at the World's Fair or something. I don't know. But why did buildings in 1800s Idaho look like Gumdrop Candyland-ass buildings that they had in Russia at the time? There is much to consider. That's what we're going to find out. I think we've got a gist of this. Let's just see what they have to say about notable Serbian guy. Serbia mentioned Nikola Tesla.
Around the Earth. Maybe a connection to the work of Nikola Tesla and where he was able to source his genius experiments. Other buildings which the mighty giants built were used as water stations and sound resonating acoustic healing centers. They worked with the telluric electrical currents of planet Earth. By using ingenious engineering, intricate architectural features, and occult technology, the immensely productive mighty giants transformed the electrostatic soil into a natural circuit of the ground, which consistently resonated around planet Earth. The Tartarians had advanced methods...
Sorry, I just switched to live chat. I missed a bunch of them there. True. Confirmed, Seinfeld's dad is a Coney Island incubator baby. Okay. Bottle of water. Coney Island babies, orphan traits, mudflood, Oddfellows all happened around the same time. Okay. Why did the giants make the buildings us? That's a good question. A lot of questions to be answered here. Let's get on to Odyssey. I think we can all agree we have a pretty firm overview of the situation, that basically there was like a great empire of giants who didn't eat food in northern Asia, and they built nice buildings in Idaho and New York that was covered up in World War II. Basically, I think are we all on the same page there? Am I missing anything there? And also, they grew little Seinfelds in Coney Island. I think we've got a good overview. Let's get some sort of... We'll go into more granular detail over here on Odyssey.com. Imagine how bizarre a hue review would be to a giant. That is true. They would have no idea what I was doing. That's probably who was making all of those rude comments. Were Tartarian giants in their shitty, I don't know, caves that they live in nowadays or something. Okay, let's see what Killuminati 13420 has to say about the situation. Okay, good start. Good start. Okay, so this appears to be mostly just little tiny pictures of buildings. Are Tartarian giants good guys or bad guys? I don't know. I know most of the time on these streams, I'm kind of like an expert with like expert level knowledge on the situation. On this one, I don't know. I don't know if they were good or bad. They did make nice buildings, I think. Benjo, I'm inclined to say giants were bad guys, but they had to fight with the natives. Based alert. Right. Because that's one thing that we didn't really get from the 5 minutes of this video that we watched is why were they building buildings in Idaho? Top quote, who controls the past controls the future. Who controls the present controls the past. George Orwell, 1984. Which begs the question, what video did these guys watch? Which begs the question, what are they hiding in Antarctica? Okay, I think we got it. Okay, let's finish this video.
Of capturing and storing natural energy, creating energy systems that could power, heat, ventilate their own buildings. Their fireplaces did not burn any combustible substances like they do today. The fireplaces were used as electrical heating and cooling sources to create energy for the home by connecting to the telluric currents of the earth and therefore functioning as ferric electrical vacuums. So where has this information gone? Further evidence points to the fact that the Tartarian civilization was eradicated by a number of mud floods which occurred between 1740 and 1894. Such upheavals became known as the Great Reset. The first mud flood occurred after the Great Frost, which was dated for the 8th of January 1740 and ended on the 6th of October 1741 and had been caused by a massive eruption by the Shivaluk volcano in eastern Russia. Vast atmospheric disturbances happened and possibly led to the second mud flood that happened in 1834, which then brought about the Great Reset.
But that's just like so... That's just quite recent, you know? Okay, I'm sorry, guys. I told you have to keep me in check when I start debunking things. I'm not trying to debunk anything. It's just that's so recent. We have a lot of recorded history for a long time prior to the 1830s. I'm sorry. We're not debunking anything. The giants didn't build the Candyland-ass buildings. I'm just wondering why they all look like that. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I do think there's something to be said about, like, modern architecture being specifically designed to crush the spirit in a way that older stuff didn't. I think he said the most recent mud flood was 1984. Okay. Oh boy. I don't get where these comments are coming from on this video. History been rewritten every 200 years, some of them hidden in vaults and other deleted. That's the world's oldest vaults that Putin opened and everyone was black. They've been rewriting history for thousands of years and still are today in real time. Okay. It wasn't mud floods, it was a flood which causes mud. Real. True. Real. Fact. Fact checked. Oh, boy. Okay. The most recent mud flood was actually 1738. I'm like, hey, what's up? Hello. Didn't he said one was earlier.
On the 12th of February, 1835.
1835.
Further volcanic eruptions occurred, and these upheavals also caused atmospheric changes. These events could have contributed to the third mud flood happening in 1892. The third mud flood largely destroyed the remnants of Great Tartaria, and then by 1894 everything had geographically changed on planet Earth. There are thousands of buildings on Earth that relate to Tartarian architecture that are over 250 years old, encased in silt, gravel and soil from the mudfloods, and therefore give indication that such events did actually occur. Much of the silt, gravel and soil covers many stories of these buildings, and in some cases even completely engulfs them. This was most definitely an older kind of Great Reset and was exploited as a way to eradicate advanced scientific knowledge which humans could have used. We have to remember that knowledge is power. Over the past 5,000 years, there have been several...
This guy's got a funny accent, by the way. Over the past 5,000 years...
Great resets of civilizations. From the time of the third Babel, the Confusion Tower, also known as the Tower of Babel in the Bible, it is also mentioned...
I think young black dudes and old white women are into this stuff, plus us bug wizards. True. Travook. Truth Acorn. Are there any guys who are around for the history rewrite? Not me. We're all a bunch of young bucks in here, so I'd guess nobody in this chat. Prob all of our grandparents / their parents. Where is all this mud coming from, though? That was, I believe, in the comments here, some guy pointed out. Where was it? It wasn't mud floods. It was a flood which caused mud. So it was actually from a flood that caused mud. Some of those pictures taken from areas right down the road from me. Oh, are there? I forget where you live, but apparently Idaho has a bunch of Tartarian things. Why did my camera just go all blurry? Why is the deep state doing this to me? Tiny mode. Activate tiny mode. Babel. It's odd having 2 stories of built buildings underground. Where did all that dirt come from? Yeah, those I don't know. Those pictures are weird. God did it. Asteroids, yeah. Could the flat Earth tip and cause the mud to spill in one direction? That's a strong theory. I'm gonna go ahead and say yes. Yes, that is what happened. That commenter rules so much. That commenter does rule. That's a pretty awesome fact check. Shout out Rick Stokes 2239. Ooh, he's got a bunch of playlists. He's got a bunch of playlists on grilling. Let's go. Let's freaking go. Can we find a young black dude to tell us about this? Hopefully on Odyssey. We're gonna get to Odyssey, and hopefully we can find a young black dude to explain this to us, or an old white woman. Either way. Blurry hue is kind of Kino though. Okay. Well, I prefer crisp hue. Also heard it was Phoenician vibration technology that caused the dirt to turn into a liquid-like state. Okay. But we've already confirmed it happened like 150 years ago, you know? But it could be their vibration technology is being held by certain people. Where are the Candyland ass buildings in Idaho? Google Earth check. I know Gaines, you did like a tour of Tartaria and Candyland in Idaho recently. Google Earth Boise. I know a black dude who knows all about this. He is a homeless addict. Well, that's a shock. Mud floods, mud bloods. Coincidence? I think not. I would agree with that. Didn't they just recently uncover the Tartarian basement of the Canadian Parliament? I don't know. What's going on? Google Maps? Is that not where Google Earth is? Okay, where are we going to find some Candyland ass buildings? Let's look at Chicory Way. That sounds Tartarian. Is this Tartarian? It's sort of got a peak, like an energy conduit peak. It's pretty sus. Look, another one right there. I had not heard about them discovering a Tartarian basement in Canadian Parliament. That's crazy. How do I get? Okay, let's look at this. I don't actually use this very much. We'll get out of here. You for later, an entire Amtrak train full of people heading from St. Louis to Chicago just totally went missing like 48 hours ago. Oh, damn, that's crazy. Let's take a little look. Amtrak, St. Louis, a whole train. Suspicious stuff. Look up Old Soldiers Home. Okay, this is the Tartarian section of town. Okay. Look, Collins, like whatever the Collins elite you guys have been talking about is. Look, Collins Road. Coincidence? Edelman Building. Boyce, Idaho. Wait, where is it? Oh, it's right there. Boop. This one, oh yeah. I'm assuming this is the this is the Candyland ass one. I mean, that's a very Tartarian window box there. That's for sure. The asphalt repairs in the road are inscriptions. Yeah, look, there's a big inscription right there. Some sort of Tartarian movement tech going on there. Yeah, I mean, downtown Edmonton used to have a lot of buildings kind of like this, possibly without the energy conduit spire window box, but yeah, then they knocked them all over in a great mud flood in the 1980s. It has basements and windows that are below ground level. Okay. So that's like a key point of the Tartarian stuff. Has to do with like Windows Underground, right? Look at the Danha Hotel. Danha Hotel, Boise. I mean, listen, I'm not to debunk, but is it possible that we just used to make nicer buildings? I guess that doesn't explain the Windows Underground. Ooh, damn, you could conduit a lot of energy through that frickin' thing. That's a pretty cool building. Yeah, the distinctly Tartarian energy spires on the outer perimeter are interesting. Mind the restoration of Canada. Oh, yeah, maybe they are finding weird Tartarian-ish underneath the Canadian Parliament building, which is rather Tartarian. Look, big energy spire, secondary energy spire. Just need a coped point at the top. Yeah, I mean, a lot of these buildings do have sort of energy conduit spires. True. It's in our history. Everyone knows it. You can see old remnants of buildings at the old height. Look into the merchandise mart. What, may I ask, is Tartarian? That's exactly what we're finding out. Domes, for one. Bells. Spires. Windows. Doors. Sorry, Ben, what's the merchandise mart? Is that a Tartarian thing? Merchandise mart. The mart. Where's this? Is this Chicago? Whoa. Whoa. Wow, it looks like we're in a freaking IKEA here. Anyone know some Tartarian discords? We need experts in chat. Yeah, we could use an expert opinion here. Maybe I'm making this up, but didn't we discover on stream that Princess Peach's castle from Area 64 is an exact-to-scale replica of the Canadian Parliament building? I'm pretty sure we did. Do exactly that. My previous comment was that Chicago was explicitly raised a level. Oh, okay, to sort of get out of mud. Oh, wow. That's pretty Tartarian. Look at all the lines, domes. Blue domes, nonetheless. They're like Jews, but made out of antimatter. Okay, let's Okay, so we got some more tiny pictures. Let's see if anybody on Odyssey can fill us in. Oh, actually, I did want to see. I found a Facebook thing here. Boop. This is a big Tartarian Facebook group by Danny Hernandez. The building goes super deep underground. I think the Kennedy owned it or something. Oh, wow. It's called Merchandise Mart, hey? Block. Okay. It's a pretty interesting sort of Tartarian vibe building, I would say. Let's see what we got on. Let's see who's talking about. Ooh, free energy. Let's see what Aussie Fighter has to say.
So the CIA actually came out and admitted that they erased and rewrote some of our history. And that history is of the Tartarian Empire. So Tartaria was thought to be a global and technologically advanced civilization that existed way before the 1800s up until the 1900s, where it was wiped out by a Great Reset, aka the Mud Flood. Then it was completely erased from the history books and rewritten in order to hide us from the truth. Now, I know this sounds crazy, and you're probably already running to the comments to call me some name, but I brought the receipts. Comes directly from the CIA's website. It was released in 1957. The Central Committee of the Communist Party issued a directive ordering the party's Tartar Provincial Committee to proceed to a scientific revision of the history of Tartaria. In other words, Tartar history was to be rewritten. Let us be frank, was to be falsified. I don't know if I'm saying Tartar right. And why would Tartaria be depicted in old world maps if it wasn't a thing? And Putin actually wants to release the real history of Tartaria. Now take a look at some of these buildings. We were told that these were built.
I'm fighting the urge. I'm not gonna debunk anything. No need to bunk anything. John Flood Kennedy, true. Who is that Mexican guy who does Noid content, but he thinks he's the reincarnation of Hitler or something? I feel. I'm not sure. That sounds awesome, though. That sounds awesome, whoever that is. Thanks for the reply. Have a good night, everyone. Good night, Sane Ravel. Jägermeister is Tartarian now, right, guys? I think so. I would agree with that, yeah. Yeah. Mexican guy who's Noid content, but he thinks he's the reincarnation of Hitler. Yeah, I don't know. That sounds awesome, though. But yeah, I don't know.
By people that rode in horse and buggies. We're expected to believe that they built things like this with a hammer and a chisel. Like, even if scaffolding was a thing, the precision, the accuracy. These people were way more advanced than we give them credit for. Like, these buildings are said to have been built in the 1800s. And just look at some of these inventions that they had. The math ain't mathin'. Now, this civilization was thought to have been wiped out by a huge flood that buried it in feet of mud, which was also known.
Oh, yeah, Martin Cabela. What is he up to these days? Right, I forgot all about him. Was he the reincarnation of Hitler? I can't actually really remember what his deal was.
La gente me pregunta, Ever, ¿quiénes eran los tartarios? ¿Realmente existían? Yo te voy a decir.
A lot of people who don't speak English on Odyssey, I'm noticing. What? Sun and Moon Family United. I like the sound of that. 10 views. That's good. That's good.
How many other people have thought about these? They're called stink pipes. So supposedly in the 80s... Oh, I just got to say that one is photographed from Carl Sultan. That's where Mickey lives. It's got this sort of crown on it and stuff. And there's a little map showing you how many were in London. I found one in Plymouth, so they had to be everywhere. But supposedly in 1858 there was a big stink in London. They said neap tides, so I went and looked up what neap meant. They're just higher tides after a certain time of the moon cycle, so they say. And it just caused so much smell, they even closed down Parliament. Now, when I was looking up a bit, one of the people said that it went to Oxford, but I didn't actually find that it went to Oxford. I just found that it had closed down while this smell was there. It had everything obviously was dumped in there. But I tried to look up floods, but I didn't really see anything about floods. But they're saying it was because of the heat, and the heat was in the 90s. Well, last week we had the 90s. I suppose it would have, if it lasted a couple of months, it would have felt a long time. We only had it for 4 or 5 days, something like that. But it's, quite crazy, really. But obviously we've seen...
Oh man, I'm doing my best, guys, but most coherent Tartaria video. Most coherent and to the point Tartaria video. Although was it Mel Gibson who had the theory that his young black guy's an old white dingbat? I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying. I'm really trying. Hanging out with an angel. Ooh, cool. Deep State doesn't want us watching this one. Hugh, you gotta watch this one, or there's some other one I gotta watch. If you just did a link, I can't see the link. Post it in the investigations channel, because I don't see links on my this one. I can't see links on my interface. If you post it in investigations, we. Oh, this is an hour and a half long. Holy shit! Oh, it's long. We'll just get a little taste. Finna bust my first 30-plus-year-old. Let's go. Oh, what's up, Hexagon?
Hello,
oh, that looks good. We'll check that out in just a moment.
We are here with Angel. We're going to have a little chit-chat, and then we'll probably talk about pyramids. But I'm here with the lovely Angel.
Good morning, or afternoon, or evening.
It's early evening for me, but morning for you? Oh, yeah, I suppose it's nearly 12 o'clock, isn't it?
It is. It's high. Well, I don't know if it's high noon, but it is noon according to the clock, not according to the sun.
Angel
always
lives in, was it Pennsylvania, and he's 5 hours behind me. That's right, isn't it?
Yes, and it also depends on the time of year, because sometimes I'm 6 hours, 5 hours, I don't know. It changes. It's not.
Yeah, this lady does rule. I like her streaming style of just looking at Google Images. That's very kind of Noid stream coded. And yes, this guy is Angel from Philadelphia, nonetheless. Okay, let's just check out this important Sarah drop here. Oh. The beet red eyes are really doing it. I think this guy's gonna drop some nuclear grade truth pills on us. So I hope everyone's ready for that. Apparently the Hoover Dam is a remnant of Tartaria. Okay. Tartaria is similar to flat Earth, in which God gives his truest truths to his baldest and guppiest. True. That's a truth acorn right there.
Y'all think as a chosen one, the Matrix wants you to do bad? No, they want your sexual fluids.
All right, that's a subscribe.
As long as you spiraling out of lust, they got you in the grabs just like this. They got you in the grabs. Every time you pick up that phone and get on that orange and black site, laying in that bed, they got you. That's when they get you at the most right there. You going like this right here. You going like this right here. You ain't doing nothing but birthing shadow creatures out of your seed and creating all type of entities that's gonna float around you and follow you. They gonna be around you. As long
No. This can't be happening. This can't be happening.
You ain't doing nothing but birthing shadow creatures out of your seed and creating all type of entities that's gonna float around you and follow you. They gonna be around you. As long as they got you destiny swapping, taking entities by laying down with people that ain't part of your path, ain't part of your destiny, intercoursing with people, exchanging entities like that, they got you. Especially if you one of them light beings and one of them chosen people. They got you. Lust. That's what they want you to do. They keep you off track, take away from your creative energy, your imagination, your life force energy. As long as they got you doing this and intercoursing with random people that ain't got nothing to do with your path and your destiny, they got you. That's what the Matrix really wants you to do. They don't care about the bad stuff you do. As long as
It's really unfortunate because he is dropping some truth acorns, but but um, the the chirp and the doing a giant bong rip right before. Okay, he's right about everything though. Nothing he's saying is wrong. The man just wants you to disregard him because he's clearly high on drugs and has a smoke detector going every 30 seconds. Yeah, Pornhub has hacked his smoke detector in a desperate last-ditch attempt. Yes, exactly that. Exactly that. They might have hacked his phone as well to make his eyes look like he just did a bong rip. Ooh, 3 dark truths about Thanksgiving.
Since you ain't
Why won't it let me watch the dark truth?
Since you ain't sleep yet, let me tell you 3 dark truths about Thanksgiving from the Book of Consciousness. Nope, don't watch this if you ain't spiritually confident. Number 1, you're celebrating the victory of criminals. You're celebrating the victory of European colonizers coming over to the Americas and slaying thousands of innocent indigenous families, and that is the root of this holiday. Number 2, it embodies the spirit of gluttony. The feast becomes the focus, stuffing, overeating, and draining your body's energy instead of honoring inner growth, healing, or spiritual alignment. It turns gratitude into gluttony and disconnects people from their higher selves. And number 3, it hijacks the energy of abundance and sell it back to you as a holiday sale. The moment dinner ends, the vibration shifts straight into consumer madness. Black Friday, overspending, chaotic crowds. Thanksgiving doesn't teach abundance. It funnels people into capitalism disguised as celebration.
Okay, on this one, on his other one, I think he was right. On this one, I will push back a bit because I like Thanksgiving. There, I said it. I like Thanksgiving. I like eating a big-ass meal. Turkey, cranberry sauce, etc. I would say it's one of the more White Lodge nice holidays. It's a nice holiday. It's a nice holiday to get together with your family and eat a bunch of food. Simple, direct. It do be like that, though. It certainly do be like that. I think one of the reasons they have a good sense of rhythm is consistency of the church. Having a meal with your family day is made by the devil. Yes. YN ceiling metronome. Why do these people sorry, I don't mean these people in that way, not the way you guys were thinking. What's with the like onk? What is he holding?
Bro said once you cut the wick off, the energy leaves. My brother, that is so.
Bring it to my motherfucking mouth. Bring it to my motherfucking mouth. Get in the scene, huh? Show you in the scene, picture.
Who's this guy he's
Did I
talking
ask for a strawberry?
to? Tell Live Vision, they don't want you to know this. Yeah, I clicked on this one to figure out what the hell he's holding. Oh,
Bro said once you cut the wick off, the energy leaves. My brother, that is so false.
Bro, come on.
Just me recording a video with this wick has amassed over 1 million views across platforms. That just tells you the power it holds, probably from the lingering moldavite that was trapped inside of it for the years I had it on my head. And understand, in some cultures, when their past loved ones RIP, they cut a piece of their hair off and attach it to their hair to keep that energy of them around.
That's cool. Thank you, Hex. 50 knocks. He's a real Noid. True. Yo, what's up, John? Moderating from bed. Back to bed. Sleep well, young prince. The smoke. Yeah, the smoke alarm is it's just every time. Every time.
Since you ain't sleep yet, let me give you. Since you ain't sleep yet, let me give you 3 reasons why lust attracts shadow people to you from the book of consciousness. No, don't watch this if you ain't spiritually confident. Number 1, birthing shadow entities through intimacy. Every intimate act is an exchange of vibration. Being intimate with someone only because of lust can birth a shadow entity leeching on and returning home with you because it knows it can spread to others through you, and the cycle repeats. Number 2, lust opens gateways. Strong lust.
I officially have body dysmorphia after turning myself into Jacked Sonic. Nice. You're not angsty Shadow anymore. You're Jacked Sonic. Based. The red balloon is very ominous. Yeah, true. Good catch. Hugh, turn this off. I'm not spiritually confident enough. Yeah, I mean, he's really dropping some truth acorns. What exactly is the Book of Consciousness? I feel like that's kind of his black guy book that he has. I know a lot of them like The Alchemist, you know? I'm guessing that's his version of The Alchemist. He got doo-doo on his head. Dude, the space between the chirp signifies how low the battery is. Yeah. I'm going to be real. I've never had a smoke alarm battery die. That's just like not a thing that's really happened to me. Or maybe it did once and I just switched it. I don't know.
Since you ain't sleep yet, let me tell you 3 dark truths about Pazuzu and ancient.
Each time when
Since you ain't sleep yet, let me show you 3 reasons why spirits start showing up when you try to quit something from the book of consciousness. No, don't watch this if you ain't spiritually confident. Number 1, something was feeding off of you. Entities tie themselves to low vibrational emotions and activities because it gives them life force energy. When you start vibrating and shifting your energy, you stop feeding the entity that's leeching off of you. Number 2.
Okay, yeah, I know. He is speaking directly to John, testing John's spiritual confidence. What is... Yeah, actually, good. Yeah, let's look it up. Book of Consciousness. Okay, because which one did he have? His looked like some rare Necronomicon type thing. Do you think it's by this Bara H. Loveland? Yeah, it was definitely more of a tome. It wasn't a paperback or anything. It was a tome for sure. Where's one where he's holding it up? Oh, he's got a different book there. Look at this sigil.
Y'all, I'm about to get ready to start me a new book.
Oh,
all I gotta say is
it's a comic book. Did he already have the Pyramid Angel Wings tattoo before finding the book or after? I think after, I would assume. He wrote the book. Yeah. Yeah, he probably wrote it himself.
Since you ain't sleep yet, let me show you.
Since you ain't sleep yet. I need to get a cool catchphrase like that for when I boot up a stream. Like, since you ain't sleep yet. Loveland is the Wario version of Lovecraft. Is the Book of Consciousness a demon tome itself? It seems to be a one-of-one demon tome that only he has access to.
Since you ain't sleep yet, let me show you 3 ways from the Book of Consciousness.
Because, yeah, that's clearly like an ancient one-of-one grimoire. Look, it's got a lock and a evil stone of some sort. Yeah, good. Good to pair with Berserk. Okay, the Book of Consciousness tome. Yeah, look, nothing. It's clearly one of one. Yo, by the way, I did a bunch of DMT and saw God, and these MF talking about demons aren't wrong. Well, that's the thing. I don't think he's wrong about everything. It's really more that his smoke alarm is chirping, and he looks extremely high, basically.
Playing with yourself makes you spiritually vulnerable. Note, don't watch this if you ain't spiritually confident. Number 1, life force
Just keeping it
drain.
reasonable, y'all.
Playing with yourself releases powerful life force energy without purpose, leaving you energetically weaker and more open for entities and spirits to attach themselves to you. Number 2, lowers your vibration.
I mean, a lot of this is truth acorns, you know? You just have to look past the every 10 seconds the beep and the fact that he's clearly high, basically. Thank you, Russ. I'll put those loose tokens to good work. Much appreciated. His next video is going to be a 20-minute essay on how Griffin did nothing wrong. Yeah, actually, what are his videos like? Stop choking the chicken. Why spiritual psychosis suck. My face got disfigured staring into a black mirror. Okay. Let's go a little bit more in depth here.
Alright, y'all, so basically, I'm going to try to describe my experiences and a little bit of information on mirror scouring. Basically, it's just a black mirror. You're looking into the void, infinite potential inside of it, and you can see your past life, your future self. You can describe messages out of it. You can do a lot with it. And to be honest, I really ain't even experienced a lot with it or really played a lot with black mirrors. I only did it like 1 time, 2 times actually. And each time I did it, I saw something. And it was the beginning of my spiritual journey, so I was just trying stuff and I was just trying to see what happened, really just spiritually curious and trying to see what can go on or what I can achieve out of this. But each time I did it, I really did achieve something. I'm going to tell y'all a couple of my experiences, so make sure y'all like and subscribe, and appreciate y'all for watching. So one of the main things that happened when I'm staring into mirror, I'm staring in it for about 2 or 3 minutes, and the first thing I started to notice was my face being disfigured and discombobulated. And I ain't gonna lie, y'all, my first time doing this, it scared the crap out of me. I was very scared, but I kept staring into it. But I used an obsidian black mirror because those are the most powerful mirrors.
Where did he get that? Do you think he was just looking into his phone when it was turned off? Or did he actually get an obsidian black mirror? Because those are the most powerful. Black mirrors, anyone he's in front of. Forbidden gains his guts, and I am Griffith. Come magic for black people. Yeah. Yes, I really like this guy too. It was an instant subscribe. He's really onto something. He borrowed the obsidian black mirror from Zach Baggins. I've been saying it for months, but I'm going to become a ghost hunter guy. His TV turned off while watching Noid video. Twice.
Powerful reflection you use, but everybody else, they use any type of black mirror. I mean, you on your phone on a black mirror every day, but we're going to talk about that later in the thing. But anyway, y'all, my face starts just being real discombobulated, looking real crazy, y'all. I ain't even going to count. Like, man, staring into it and just thinking about it really freaked me out a little bit, but my whole face just starts swirling and just really just morphing. Like, it's morphing and disfiguring.
Well, that's the craziest part is everything he says is 100% true. Why I stopped raping. That's good. The truth about food labs, the truth about alcohol. I think he's more of a shorts guy. Please watch the Skinwalker Ranch episode of Ghost Adventures. You'll become an instant fan. I think I would like it. I'm going to do it. Okay, look at that sigil. Oh, he's looking at the sigil on his some berserk esotericism. Let's go.
Y'all, I'm about to get ready to start me a new book. All I gotta say is, wish me a little good luck. to start me a new book. All I gotta say is, wish me a little good luck.
Oh, you give me your Discovery. I assume I can find it. Like, is Ghost Adventures one of those shows that has like 1,000 episodes that are impossible to find? It seems like a lot of reality TV is almost like lost media that doesn't exist anymore. Oh, good call. Can you check the comments? Yes, good call. What's one that would be good? Playing with yourself is hurting you spiritually.
Since you ain't sleep yet, let me show you 3 ways from the Book of Consciousness playing with yourself makes you spiritually vulnerable.
Where did he get this tome from? I really think it must have been like an angel or maybe a demon. Okay, so the comments. Amen. Okay. Love your vids, G. Keep it up. Yeah. May Allah make it easy for us to continuously... Ameen. Okay. Y'all stop playing energy reciprocating. It ain't a joke. Okay. Does this apply to women as well? His response. Oh no, somebody else responds. Yes, it does. Okay. Is this book just telling him not to jack off? I think that's a big part of it. I think that's a really big part of it.
No, don't watch this if you ain't spiritually confident. Number 1, life force drain. Playing with yourself releases powerful life force energy without purpose, leaving you energetically weaker and more open for entities and spirits to attach themselves to you. Number 2, lowers your vibration. The after effect often carries guilt, lust, or emptiness, which pulls your vibration down and makes it easier for draining entities to connect with you. And number 3, weakening your aura shield. Repeated indulgence builds compulsion, breaking down your willpower and spiritual discipline, which is your armor, leaving you more vulnerable to spiritual attacks. Pay attention on how when you're not
275 episodes. Okay. I mean, I assume it's on various legal streaming sites that I could access. I would assume. Perfect show for running Rune. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm trying to stop. I'm back on my transmania bullish. 3 dark truths about Pazuzu, and he's got a Labuzu there.
Since you ain't sleep yet, let me show you 3 reasons why people become. As long as you.
Since you ain't sleep yet. Shorts always fucks up on my computer and plays the wrong one. I wanted to find out the secrets of the Labuzu.
Since you ain't sleep yet, let me tell you 3 dark truths about Pazuzu, an ancient Mesopotamian deity from the Book of Consciousness. No, don't watch this if you ain't spiritually confident. Number 1, it was known as a Mesopotamian demon. It is said that when Pazuzu would come, famine, dis-ease, and destruction would follow. It preys on the immature and often get them to be its followers. Number 2, it needs your energy to stay relevant. As Pazuzu gets older and more forgotten.
Thank you, John. Have a good sleep, brother. Back to bed, spiritually weakened. Yeah. Good luck, man. Good luck out there. Oh, another one? Nice. I really like this guy. I have a special YouTube account I'm just using for these streams that I'm slowly gathering some powerful guys on. We have Pinky Too Woke. God entered my body as a body my same size. Pandox. I don't remember what that one was. Super Galactic. Trutheridacy. Lush Pleiades. This is going to be a special account that's just for the ripest of specimens. Oh, more Pinky Too Woke. Oh, look at those A10s. He must have really ascended that he's got these that he's developed naturally. How much aspirin did he have to take?
Hey, grand rising to y'all. But when I first wake up, my spirit and intuition be at the most highest. But I real deal got a question for y'all, and I want y'all to answer this mug for me. But the question is, what kind of person would you be if you didn't have religion or an instruction manual on how to be kind, have morals, and not murder people? Cause y'all gotta think about it, y'all. From birth, y'all, as a little baby, as a little kid, we automatically grown up with loving. We love our mama. We love the people around us. We love the people that take care of us. But then we get conditioned out of love through the things we've been through, or through the things that then affected us negative. Basically, we get corrupted out the world. But as we grow up, we get the chance to see who the person we is, see who we be, and we get the chance to change and have these type of morals or this type of kindness, or how we treat other people and how we treat ourselves. So y'all tell, hey, grand ride.
Yeah, I like the A10s. I like that he
when
just
I
sort of
first wake up.
spawned a slice of watermelon in the middle of a creek. That does look awesome. A creek you can just stand in, eating some watermelon with your glowing A10s.
My spirit and intuition be at the most highest. But I real deal got a question for y'all, and I want y'all to answer this mug for me. But the question is, what kind of person would you be?
This guy rules. I was half expecting. Yeah, I was kind of expecting a chirp as well. Ooh, this one he's angry.
I'ma be. Let me tell you 3 things I wish I. Since you. And if I'm left on earth after the rapture, whoop-de-doo. I'm not getting on my knees begging and pleading to someone that told me if I don't follow their instructions or follow their rules, they're going to send me to a fiery pit of hell for eternity. Whoop-de-doo, I'm just going to be left on earth. And if I'm left on earth after the rapture, whoop-de-doo. I'm not getting on.
All right. I reverse imaged searched the book, and it's just a journal called The Book of Shadows, Spellbook, Grimoire, Journal, Witchcraft, Books, 200 Antique Deck.
I'm gonna be real with y'all. A lot of these herbalists is taking y'all money. If you believe you can just drink a tea and detox and then.
Whoop-de-doo, I'm just going to be left on Earth. Okay,
Let's talk about angel numbers.
I can't.
It's important.
I'm trying to get the videos to stop playing.
Since you ain't sleep yet, let me show you 3 reasons.
Okay. They just keep playing. Okay, sorry. Book of Shadows. That's a very like Amazon algorithmic ass book title. Spell book grimoire journal witchcraft books 200 antique deck. Oh, yeah, there it is. And that's what it's called. And it's an unlined sketchbook. So he's literally writing it he's literally just writing it himself. It's an unlined sketchbook. That's some good sleuth in there, Tony. He's just writing it himself. No, Hugh, the words appear on the page as he reads. Yeah, real. It's literally called Book of Shadows, Spellbook, Grimoire, Journal, Witchcraft, Books, 200 Antique, Decal Edge, Blank Paper, Semi-Precious Stone, Black, Triple Moon, Third Eye, Unlined Sketchbook, Witch Journal for Men, Women. That rules. That owns. Let's go. Sometimes you guys gotta read the words of the realist Noid. Yeah, I feel like that's like, oh my. That's awesome. That he's just writing like Bart Simpson, I will not jack off. Book of Consciousness. Oh, that rules. Damn. These outdoor ones, I don't know where he lives, but it looks like frickin' paradise.
As long as you hold on to that past trauma, the future you choose will be misguided by that same trauma you won't let go. Who said that? Nah, but for real though, who said that right there though? Maybe it was the trees. As long
Yeah, let's check out the Norwood Six Toothless one. That one has been catching my eye. Where was it?
Get this transmission. Get this transmission
watch to
out
the
to you.
end to see what I got to say.
The
Since you just
Even though we still got a jerk. Oh boy. Well, okay, we'll get it. We'll get it.
Get this transmission
Watch to
out
the
to you.
end to see what I got to say.
The only way you're gonna win the fight
Listen,
against the heat and the sun is if you stay your ass in the house. That's the only way. Come out when that motherfucker gone. That's the only way. But other than that, you is not gonna win. I'm gonna tell you why though. It's a reason you ain't gonna win. It's a reason you're gonna faint. It's a reason you're gonna have a heat stroke. It's gonna be a reason your ass gonna collapse. It's a reason for all that. It ain't just happening because the sun out and it's hot. It's happening because you have too many toxic metals inside of your avatar. And you cannot take the potency of the photon light that is coming from the sun. Okay?
this is why I be on people about the food they eat, because I care. Because if you constantly eating high toxic processed food, when you go outside, of course you're gonna be high, because your body in a state of inflammation, constantly trying to repair itself from all of these bad toxins. That's why you gotta eat your fruit and make sure you drink your water, get your fruit juice.
Yeah, he is really right about everything. Sigma Xi wouldn't expect y'all to understand. Imagine how much Crystal Girl puss this guy would get if he wasn't retaining his loosh. He ain't retaining shit. Cracking every white bit. Yeah. I really need to... I feel like... Where... Like, this guy is uploading on YouTube Shorts. Is that where you find this esoteric hood wisdom? Because I need more of that in my life. Like, where's this guy posting? You know? How do I find these videos? Noiders really just be saying big...
The reason Adam and Eve were not allowed to know of good and evil is because the being who told
he's doing that like meme banana rub
them this, the being that we are canonically told to believe is God, is not actually God. It is a celestial named Yahweh, a very jealous, violent, and war-obsessed celestial with an ego bigger than Mount Everest, who only has control over the material world. And if we were to know about the knowledge of right and wrong, good and evil, we start.
Do all black guys just rub banana peels on their face? Is that it? Wasn't just that one guy? The algo gave them to me because I was ready. Yeah, was it your YouTube algo or was it elsewhere?
Seeking, we start ascending, we start advancing, and we start becoming like the Celestials, which is
this chick's kind of spooky though. I'm gonna be real. I kind of prefer Pinky Too Woke style guys. You know damn well Unc don't know what a fuck. Yeah, I mean I'm gonna be real with you. I don't know if I do either. Ooh, he's got a special headdress on.
Since you ain't sleep yet, let AI that entered in your phone.
Since you ain't sleep yet.
Hey,
I found him looking up angelic light workers on YouTube. I don't know what that is even. I don't even know what that is. I want to find the one where he's got the headdress talking about shadow people.
Since you ain't sleep yet, let AI, the entity in your phone, tell you about the shadow creatures that lurk around at night. How to deal with this stuff on a normal weekly basis when a high vibrational person deal with negative energy. Explain what are the archons.
The archons are a concept in Gnosticism representing false gods, rulers, and authorities that control the material world, often associated with darkness, ignorance, and oppression. They're seen as forces that keep humanity trapped and ignorant of their true nature and potential.
Do archons manipulate dreams?
Some spiritual beliefs claim archons manipulate dreams, but this is unsubstantiated by scientific evidence. In these beliefs, archons allegedly influence the subconscious mind during sleep, shaping dreams to serve their purposes. However,
Trust me, pal, I know all about the shadow creatures that sneak around. It looks like he went through sort of like a turban headdress phase. That's cool. He's a Gnostic. That makes sense. Have you ever looked into light rod? Sometimes when you film snow, you can see white lines going the other direction. No, I'm not familiar with that. This is never making it into the pleroma. It's not anything. Oh, yeah. Like, what keywords do you search to find esoteric brothers? Damn, he really likes eating watermelon. I mean, can't fault him for that. I like a big slice of watermelon myself. Ooh, he's got a book about weed.
What's good, everybody? Today I want to recommend y'all a book called The Four Agreements. This is a good book to read right here, and to further your spiritual journey when you understand what's going on in this book. They talk about how much we gossiping, how much we using black magic with our words on each other every day, and to give yourself a lot of self-confidence, and talk about how we domesticated from a younger age, how we didn't even get to pick our language, our religion, our name, the way we talk. This is a good book to read right here. Let me tell y'all some of the agreements it say.
No, I think he took a bunch of aspirin and he got a pair of A10s on him. Can you look up Yaldabaoth? What's that?
First agreement is be impeccable with your words. Speak with integrity. Say only what you mean. Avoid using the word to speak against yourself or to gossip about others. Number 2, don't take anything personally. Nothing others do is because of you. What others say and do is a projection of their own reality, their own dreams. Don't make assumptions, and this is what we do a lot. Find the courage to ask questions and to express what you really. What's good, everybody? Today I want to recommend y'all a book called The Four.
I am no longer human. We are no longer human, and we are here with the architect. Okay. Let's go. Sorry, what was I supposed to look up? Yaldabaoth? Yaldabaoth. Yaldabaoth is the material god of this world. In Gnosticism, they believe Yahweh is a false god. Okay. This is all going to be shit that has like 45-minute videos, eh? Okay, we'll watch this 2-minute one.
In the realm of the Kinoma, a void in between dimensions. Sophia, once the goddess of wisdom, finds herself cradling an unknown creature in its infancy. Sophia experiences a mix of fear and awe at her own creation. However, the creature is oblivious to her presence. Instead, it perceives her as sparks of purple light, feeding his life force from her essence. As Sophia watches the young deity with a heavy heart, he begins to wield his unfathomable power, shaping the cosmos, birthing galaxies and planets only to destroy them in chaos. Unable to fathom his limitless power, she christens him Yaldabaoth, child of chaos. Sophia, burdened by guilt, scatters her essence deeper into the void, vanishing completely. Yaldabaoth, now a full-grown deity, roams the cosmic void, alone, questioning his existence, just as his mother, Sophia, once did. But in the darkness lies something more malevolent, the very antithesis of creation itself. Lurking in the shadows, waiting for the opportune moment to emerge. The primordial darkness, Iron, surfaces to challenge Yaldabaoth's power and supremacy. Iron, echoing as a subconscious darkness, offers to give Yaldabaoth a revelation. He persuades you.
We came for the great recycling. It seems this platform is where you... Damn, we're having a coast-to-coast AM moment. We have a genuine 3-1 Atlas non-human entity in chat. That's exciting. That's exciting. This doesn't seem like the type of thing that esoteric brothers are going to be into. Yaldabaoth. The Apocryphon of John. Okay. Oh, never mind. Never mind. Scratch that.
The most ancient name for God is Soot. There's no other God exists in the history of the world. Get Gerald Massey, Book of the Beginning.
Yes, we are from 3-1 Atlas. Damn, we literally got some we literally got some immersion pod Andromedans in chat. That's exciting. That's exciting stuff. It's a big ass Andromedons and immersion tanks.
For further information on that,
go to hashtag raise that. That sounds promising. That sounds promising. How to permanently raise your vibration. Quick and easy, that's what I like.
So 3 quick and easy ways to raise your vibration right now. Number 1 is just to do a very slow, deliberate, and
on shorts. Damn, so what's that? We got 17 days before the 3-1 Atlas crew recycles us all. Concerning stuff. What are you guys going to spend your last 17 days on? I like how this Jimmy Buffett guy is doing it.
Are you paying attention?
Yes.
All we're actually saying is,
we are Atlas. We hijacked several YouTube accounts, using them to communicate with like-minded people. We are interdimensional beings. Let's go.
at any given moment, all of you have options available to you. Everyday options. I could take a walk. I can read a book. I can have lunch. I can talk to a friend. I can see a movie. Of whatever the options are you have that are actually available to you, just pick the one that has even the tiniest bit more excitement or attractiveness or curiosity to it than any other choice that you have an ability to take some action on, and just do that one first. See where it leads. No assumption, no insistence. Just see where it takes you.
Man, this is there's a lot of vibration raising experts out here. Alien crew, what are we supposed to do? Why are you imparting this wisdom to us? Blue and yellow hearts, thank you. What's the scoop you've been sent here from your extra dimensional realm to inform us about? We are Atlas. We'll be back on this channel at the earthly given time. We are you. We have evolved into spirit. We've been here since the beginning. Okay, it's a sort of interstellar. We have a bunch of Matthew McConaughey's from Interstellar screaming at us from the Gigaplex or whatever. Just trying to find some melanated brothers here.
It's your boy Noodles checking in, man. Sending
It's
peace,
your boy
love,
Noodles
joy, and
checking
happiness all y'all way. I hope you've been taking care of yourself, putting yourself first. You deserve it. You matter. 3 ways to raise your vibration. 1, meditation. 2, holding in your seed.
We are anonymous. We are reach. We forgive and forget. Expecto Patronum. How do we accelerate the dimensional merge, Mr. Aliens? Yeah, I mean, okay, one of our alien friends has there is no death, only beginning. That's exciting. That's exciting stuff. and I guess the 3-1 Atlas crew, they're fans of Chrome Boys. Chrome Boys fans confirm.
Sexual energy. That's definitely going to help you raise your vibration. Trust me. I'm almost 100 days, and it makes it way easier to raise your vibration, man. The last one is getting out in nature, getting you some sun, you know, connecting back with Mother Nature, man.
Hey, it's your boy Noodles. Hey, it's your boy Noodles. We are homeless. We are ODing off the Fetty Wap.
It's your boy Noodles checking in, man. Sending peace, love.
It's your boy Noodles.
As a guy in Iowa got curious, why do the birds start chirping an hour before sunrise? He found out the chirping of the birds is a frequency that helps.
We bid you a fair through well for now. Atlas is the start of the Blue Star recycling. We have community awaiting. We will see you in time. Okay, be sure to hit the Patreon. All you guys are really going to want to hit up the Chrome Boys Patreon. I think. That would be, I think, an excellent way to spread the message prior to the great recycling.
Open up the plant cell stomata on the bottom of the leaf, and it lets the plant start breathing in the morning. It helps sets the alarm clock, it wakes the plant up. He found out that frequency is found in classical music quite a bit. So he started playing classical music to his cornfield. His neighbors thought he's a couple fries short of a Happy Meal, but until his corn grew 15 feet tall, and they said,
I think those who are coming are the Anunnaki again to mess with us up against. Much to consider.
What channel was that you're playing? When he played the music to his squash plants, they produced 5 squash per leaf instead of 1. He played it to his black walnut tree, and it grew twice as fast as normal. Called Sonic Bloom. It's a
Sonic mentioned. Okay.
This message is for the light workers. You are here to raise the vibration of the planet. Don't allow this planet to suck you in with negativity and fear and grief and sadness. You are here to be the light. Yes, it's normal to have empathy for someone or other people, 100%. But don't remain there for too long. You are the light. Be the light. This message is for the light workers.
It would be very funny if we were discussing with legitimate aliens trying to help, and all we have to offer is the Book of Conscience. Yeah, I mean, it looks like the viewers just tanked. So I don't know. I guess we had like 15 frickin' aliens in here. Yes, a very begonia-ass situation. True. Very peculiar stuff. Yeah. I'm not quite sure what to make of that. Okay, crystals. Let's see. We still haven't. Let's check in back in with Samfu, the Sun and Moon Family United. Shout out Pinky Too Woke. Some good-ish there. But yeah, guys, we've been chosen by the Blue Star 3-1 Atlas Recycling Project, which is very exciting stuff for our community. Well done, everyone. The aliens, picked up on our elevated vibrational frequencies, and we've been chosen for big and exciting things. Oh, they're still here. Patron is not compared to what is coming for this channel. You have been chosen to be our preceptor. Awesome. Let's go.
And we now know that all these ancient sites are just giant machines. The stone circles are the trigger point to make us realize that all these ancient structures were just giant machines built to generate energy. For what? That remains the mystery.
Okay. Okay. But yeah, I've always felt that I had a future as a preceptor, so that's good. Do you think the aliens possess the same tech as your hater? Many accounts? Maybe. I think we do have, I think there are other people who don't like us, but I'm convinced we do have one, 3-1 Atlas, mega detractor. No. Oh, what's up, Pats fan? You did miss some pretty premium esoteric hood wisdom. Some pretty premium stuff. Aliens, but they're like the Indian equivalent of it. Yeah, and also you missed the news. We've been chosen by the 3-1 Atlas interdimensional, kind of think Matthew McConaughey from Interstellar, a community of interdimensional beings have chosen this channel to be a preceptor of the great recycling that's happening on December 19th. So that's big. That's big. Be aware that AI is here communicating senseless. Yeah, I don't know. I think they're probably interdimensional beings who have chosen this YouTube channel to be the preceptor of the great recycling. That's what I think. Mudasa. What did we search to find this? Oh yeah, Tartaria.
These things.
We've gone off the rails, guys. Yeah, I'll beat the TS out of some AI bull-ish. Ooh, this guy looks knowledgeable.
So, we are going here. It's May the 5th, after May the 4th, because May the 4th be with you. May the 5th to May the 22nd or 3rd.
3 weeks. We're going for 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Wait, does this prove Tartaria was in Australia? What is going on? This is what I get for watching Cucumber Feet Fish Tank stream. What Fish Tank stream is happening? Hasn't Fish Tank been dead for years? Dead and gone forever? Actually, for real, is we getting more Fish Tank?
History that we have been force-fed since day one and rip it right in half. So here we go. The photo description states that in the summer of 1903, construction continues inside the entrance to the Palace of Machine.
Yeah, we was Tartarians and shit. Fish Tank. Oh yeah, right. Yeah. Actually, I forgot. Yeah, they have applications out. I had actually heard that. That's cool. I kind of thought after the catastrophic season 4, it might be dead forever, and we is not getting more Fish Tank. But I did actually hear they had applications. I believe our boy Legacy is planning to apply, and we wish him well.
Machinery for the Louisiana Purchase Exposition, the 1904 World's Fair. The date of this photo is in 1903. The fair in St. Louis was in 1904. So this would all make perfect sense, except there's a massive flaw. A flaw so big.
This is powerful.
That it's undeniable proof that this building was constructed 100 years before the 1903 date that we are told. And proof that there was a mud flood that ripped through this building at some point after 1803. Where is the foundation of this building? Incredibly detailed construction projects do not take place on top of dirt.
Oh, are all the applications public? Well, that's awesome. That's awesome. I might have to check those out later. Was Jesus the king of Tartaria? we need to find the gubbiest Tartaria guy to explain it to us. We're all confused. We're all lost. We need the gubbiest Tartaria guy on all of Odyssey to explain the situation to us so we can all catch up and get up to speed.
But equally as important as the recollections we can see are the memories of many St. Louisans for whom the fair is still a personal experience. Among these is Miss Dina Lang, who has been a teacher in public schools in St. Louis for over...
I like how this guy just kind of streams himself watching shit.
50 years and who has written a history of St. Louis. Well, Miss Lang, if I may ask, how old were you at the time of the fair?
Well, I was in my first year at high school, and that made me about 15.
What area were you living in?
You had just moved over on the north side. There was a new section of St. Louis near Sarah and Maffett that had just opened up, and in May of 1904, we moved into the new home.
Well, did you go over to the fair much?
Very often. In fact, the whole year preceding the opening of the fair, we went to...
What are some like Tartaria sort of keywords I could add in that are going to be a little bit more gubbed out? Phoenician, Tartarian archives, Hyperborea. Oh, it's a parody. I'm not interested in parody. God sent his ashiest black boy to enlighten us. Yeah. Real. I wonder how many of these Tartaria gub-gubs will bring up the little windmill of friendship on the Hindenburg. So are Tartarian guys into blimps? That's part of it too. Okay, these are all not English. Nikola Tesla. Let's see it.
If I say goodbye, then make me a liar, make me a liar. My heart's heating up, this love is on fire, love is on fire, on fire.
Sobresaliente, pa' tu mente, yeah. Sobresaliente pa' tu mente, que le mente, sobresaliente, pa' tu mente, yeah. Sobresaliente pa'.
Dance with me. I am Rising Phoenix Aurora. Dance. Come on, come on, come on. In order to prepare for this video, my consciousness had to really go through a lot of, say, shift and change and recalibration. So from the beginning of my career 6 years ago, it took me that long to be here to understand these messages consciously. Truly what we're doing is science here.
Info news.
Did the CIA hide an entire civilization from us? Tartaria is described as a technologically advanced civilization in the north-central region of current modern-day Asia. However, the culture expanded across the entire globe well before the 18th century. Supposedly, in maps of the Old World, you can see Tartaria drawn and labeled. The Tartary region covers an area spanning from central Afghanistan to northern Kazakhstan, as well as areas in present Mongolia, China, and the Russian Far East and Chinese Tartar.
Because what I don't get is how is it like worldwide? That's the thing that I'm kind of stuck on. Is that like I get that there was like a Tartary region around here, but where do we get to like the worldwide Zeppelin Empire, New York, Australia stuff, you know?
In fact, people believe that places like the Taj Mahal, the Great Wall of China, or even the pyramids in Egypt were created by the Tartarians. In 1908,
That to me seems like Atlantean erasure, actually.
Singer building in Lower Manhattan was completed. It housed a sewing company and stood at 612 feet with a mansard roof, which is used in like Renaissance or Baroque architecture, marble columns, bronze trim, and a large yet delicate spire that was described as celestial and radiant. Eventually,
I feel like this is brain rot for 30-year-olds. Yeah, I mean, I said it earlier in the stream. I'm really doing my best not to be a debunker on this one. But sometimes it's really testing me. But where are the Gub guys? What are they labeling their videos on Odyssey.com? Oh.
Welcome to Tartaria. Today, on another episode of Mystery History, where we explore history's greatest mysteries. Today, we are going to explore a lot more about this giants, because just found a lot more pictures. So, we're going to explore those. Really cool stuff. A lot of cool pictures. And I got another one of these declassified CIA documents that...
Oh wow, he got declassified CIA documents. Let's go. This guy looks like he knows all about Tartaria. This video is 90 minutes long, but has the lazy-eyed crust man made Tartaria videos? I don't think so. He's more into doing like gub Reddit atheism and also talking about Andromedans and stuff. But this guy has the source. He's somehow got a hold of CIA documents.
Says it's been sanitized, so
they have been
definitely with these CIA documents you don't get the whole story.
Of course.
But still, really interesting information I'm going to go through. Got some of that.
Wearing a faded The Flash shirt is really a powerful move when you're dropping esoteric truths.
So I want to thank all the new subscribers and all the wonderful
sitting
comments.
In your bed.
They're going to help my videos become better and better. Thank you. So many wonderful comments. This information is going to go into my videos. Thank you so much. So let's get going.
Let's go. I'm taking frickin' notes on this. Where do I get one of those? Yeah, true. Like the stream. I think if people liked it earlier, that's how we got chosen by the 3-1 Atlanteans for are we getting recycled? Did anyone catch that? Are we getting recycled? Are we getting specifically spared from recycling because they chose me as their preceptor, or this channel rather? I guess all of us as their preceptors. Did anyone figure that out? Are we getting recycled, or do we not get recycled because we're chosen? Anyway, like the stream, guys. Like the stream. Look at that. It's a whole frickin' city underground. That is strange. Like this kind of stuff, that is kind of weird. I don't really know what's going on there, but that is peculiar. In the oncoming flood, we won't be recycled. We become one with the next age. Nice. Oh, hell yeah. Not only are we not getting recycled, but Bitcoin is up. Bitcoin is back, baby.
That picture. That's the roof of a house so deep in a layer of earth. Amazing. Another really interesting picture where you don't see any plants or trees or nothing in the background. This is really deep.
That's a lot of mud.
Very interesting.
God, what instrument? Is that a steel drum? I need one of those. That really makes everything seem esoteric and spooky.
Windows and doors, underground level, as people are digging up for like repairs and digging up the streets and so forth and repairing buildings. Oh, that is neat. See under the door, there's another bricked up door, older. All windows and doors, yeah, another windows and doors, completely underground level. Does that look normal?
It does not look normal. This guy's really dropping some major travooks on us all here. Let's just see what else is on his channel here. Trumps or time... Okay, am I having weird time travel deja vu, or didn't we talk about this? When were we talking about this, that Barron Trump's a time traveler?
The theory that the Trumps are time travelers. Grab me a DeLorean. This connects to Nikola Tesla. No way! Nikola Tesla died, and within...
I'm pretty sure we covered that. I'm pretty sure maybe that was in a past time, a variant or something. Ooh, secret black history. Is this all the same guy, or is he like gathering wisdom from other people? Tab count in the thousands. Yeah, you know, honestly, I'm not typically a multi-tabber, only for these streams. Usually I'm like a kind of 2-tab max kind of guy. My grandpa worked for the Pentagon. My grandpa worked for Nintendo, and he told me the earth was flat. Education worser than religion when it comes to lies.
Hey, Moon here. I know I've been more behind the scenes lately, but today I wanted to share with you a personal story. Not to make you feel like you need to believe what I'm saying, but just to share how I got into looking into such crazy, nonsensical bullshit. The story goes into questioning religion and alternative ideas, so if you think that kind of information is harmful to your psyche or your religious views, then stop watching now.
The guy who did this one, it seems to be like just gathering up videos. I have 2 windows open with probably 60 tabs. Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm not usually a tab saver. I'm usually I'll have, cause I have the 2 monitors, but I'll usually have like maybe 2, maybe 3. What is the Smithsonian hiding? Epic intro.
Just what could the Smithsonian be hiding? Established in 1846, it's a tightly knit network of museums and research centers exclusively and uniquely funded by the United States government. Nicknamed the Nation's Attic, and for good reason. Made up of 19 museums, 9 research centers, and even a zoo, it's the official resting place for over 154 million historically valuable items. With an annual budget of around $1.2 billion public dollars, 2/3 of which coming from annual federal appropriations, it's safe to say that if the Institute needed to hide something, it would
Yes. 20 plus Facebook. Oh, I forgot we were going to look at that. I preloaded a Tartarian research thing here on Facebook. Which I don't know. Let's see. I don't want to. I need to make a special Facebook account.
We have the beehive. Wow, the beauty. And we got Aiden and Cal walking up to the...
Okay, They can't hide it anymore. They know we're finding out. And there's a little bit of Tibet secret that's the last reset, which destroyed a lot of this stuff before. And after and yet might happen again because we are moving closer and we're finding out the truth. Okay, that's pretty long. Okay. Okay. Okay.
The comment section seems to have just turned into a school reunion for people who have never researched anything past the Google search result, you know. So let me clear a few things up. So we've got people in the comment section that these airships, they were too slow, they were dangerous, they were unstable. But the thing is, like, these mega machines, these huge airships, they travelled 5,000 miles across oceans, carried dozens of passengers in hotel level comfort, might I add. And they did this with a...
That guy's name, yeah, Roger Jenkins, dropping Trevuth nukes on the Tartaria Facebook page. Sam Hyde has permanently ruined the Smithsonian for me because of that meme of him smashing the car window. I don't know if I'm familiar with that one. If you think this is just a door. I mean... Yeah. Is it possible that, like, in ancient times there were levels of craftsmanship that have been lost? Sorry, I'm sorry. God, I'm really trying, guys. I'm really doing my best.
Dzisiejszym tematem będzie czarny mak, demonologia, samobójstwa, życie to walka, seks, droga do niewoli. Autor tekstu Sanjaya, czyta Warvelo.
That celebrate Thanksgiving. All you black Americans that celebrate Thanksgiving and talk about Tartaria and mudflood, just come off the thing. You hypocritical. All you white Americans that celebrate Thanksgiving are slave masters. You can't come and talk to me. Let me try that again. All you Americans that celebrated the killing, the raping, the eating of the black, indigenous, native people, you can no longer talk to the bully slayer ever again. So the mainstream narrative says that white people handed out blankets with all type of diseases and nastiness because...
Well, this isn't my Facebook algo. This is a Tartarian group. This just for the record, this is not my algo yet. I need to work on my Facebook algo. I don't really go on there very often. But this is specifically a Tartarian group, not my algo. Just for the record. Maybe the Nachtwaffen took everything up in a tractor beam and then flew to the moon vault. That makes a lot of sense. Think about how bored people must have gotten back then. No TikTok, no foids to stir up incel rage, just toiling on the 1,000-year-old church. Yeah, I mean, literally, yeah. What else are you going to do other than toil on the 1,000-year-old church?
They don't wash and clean. And they killed loads of people. Happy Thanksgiving. What a beautiful day. So first of all, in England, we don't even know what Thanksgiving is.
Yeah, why does a British guy care about this? What is happening? Nope. The film that shocked the world, the Book of Enoch. You should make your avatar on this account an anime girl. Yeah. I need to update my Facebook a bit so it's a little bit more stream friendly. Okay, a bridge collapsing. Tartaria confirmed.
Fueron construidos con herramientas primitivas y técnicas simples. Pero basta mirar el templo de Modera.
South Americans are really into like Noid stuff, eh? That's sort of the impression I'm getting.
Again, and we can see the aftermath. Uneven, muddy streets remain where there was once road paving. Returning to photographs of 19th century cities, we see a similar situation here.
Yeah, I think there was another one that had like 2 similar numbers. The second you hear Spanish, you know you're in the gutter. Ooh, what's up in Turkmenistan? Those are some pretty Tartarian-ass domes. Ooh, an ancient pyramid. Well, when you realize that most chuds are Brazilian white supremacists, it starts to make sense.
Pero esta era una vez más otra tecnología que el viejo mundo ya tenía. Con un
Temple mysteries, you have to start with India. India has the craziest architecture you will ever see. Half the stuff in the temples spin if they don't float. The pillars in these temples look exactly like the sound wave in 3D. That one's iron. It hasn't rusted in 2,300 years. They carved them into mountains and then out of mountains. You can't make a mistake. You have one shot at it. When they're done carving,
tell this. Yeah, being a white guy who's into India in 2025, it's got to be pretty bleak. Okay. Okay. Let's get back to Odyssey. There's this cool one. We need to find where are the gubs hiding from us? Where are the gubs making nice short videos? Okay, what do we search for? Let's try Tartaria mud flood. Or building. Let's do building. Tartarian Empire building in Sydney. Oh.
This is not a church. It was never a church. And if you give me 3 minutes, I'm going to absolutely turn your world upside down and blow your mind. You may have heard about a strange story going around that we were a part of an advanced civilization.
The admins of the Tartaria group fail every physiology. How do you look them up? People. Yeah, honestly, yeah. The AI should get on it so I can specifically search for Gub guys.
That fell apart due to some kind of invasion. And that incredible buildings like these, surrounded by all these smaller buildings, are actually part of 2 completely different worlds and times. If you're under the impression that structures like these can be built in our modern times, think again, because they can't.
Okay, I thought maybe there was some QAnon style crossover. Tartarian secrets. Is there African Tartaria? I haven't heard that mentioned. We've heard like New York, and other places in the States, Australia, Central Asia, of course, not Africa. I think they were doing more like Wakanda stuff. A certain group of people refuse to use 4chan as a source. Yeah, that is a big issue that all AI is just being trained on Reddit. That is somewhat unfortunate. Tartaria is just Halo Forerunners. Well, yeah. Well, yeah. Okay, we're back on Samfu. This was real. I remember this happening. Real and true.
Thank you very much to Lady Legs who sent me the link to this video. Obviously there is the guy's channel. It's got quite a good subscription and quite a few people have watched this video about the overground, the secret station. I'm just gonna like it and subscribe.
Here are the towers of Bologna, Italy. These towers were constructed around the 12th and 13th century. However, I think they may be a lot older than that, because there's a neighboring town with cities or towers that were built in the 1st and 2nd century that are almost identical. And we know that history is a little bit skewed. And these towers, or this city at least, Bologna, was surrounded.
Okay. If the Chrome Fellows had their own soda, what would the caffeine content be? High. Very high, very, very caffeinated. Bologna Tower, yeah. Melted Temples, okay. That's a lot of John Levi videos. Okay, let's try just Tartarian. Billy Zick, let's see what you got for us.
Hey there, What Do I Know channel. I'm just going to say to start with, I love your content, so keep doing what you're doing. And just responding to your post about people who deny the existence of Tartaria and can everything be forged. Well, here we go. These are some... I'm a geocentrist, by the way. I believe that we're not on a ball. But these my friends like to mock me sometimes, so they buy me globes, right? And this was cool, though, because he found this at a Salvation...
Okay. I think Halo Lore as a schizophrenic is one of the best videos on the clear web. Halo Lore is pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome. Where are the guys recording themselves on a front-facing camera? Let's just try YouTube Shorts, actually. It's all AI generated. There's a Jimmy Neutron guy. Let's see.
You heard of this crazy theory that there was this global civilization that was wiped out and erased from the history?
God, I wish he was going to say Atlantis, but he's going to say Tartaria. So here's the thing that you need to understand when you come across old maps. The terminology we use today is not the terminology that was used 100 to...
Okay. I thought Jimmy Neutron was going to be into Tartaria, but I guess not. Damn, YouTube Shorts is literally just all AI generated bullish, eh? This dude gonna fact check my bloodline? Yeah, man.
People have been pointing out something very interesting about our own cities. You see, a lot of these buildings are really just sitting on much older constructions. Of course, this is no secret, but I have to agree that these buildings do seem like they're covering up some kind of history. Okay, now stay with me, because in 1851, there was this new thing going around called World Expos. And different countries all around the world were building these massive constructions just to host these World Expos. And you gotta understand that millions...
Well, actually, yeah. That's not what we need. Oh, wait,
Have you
is
heard
this
of
the
this
same
crazy
guy?
theory that there was this global civilization that was wiped out and erased from the history books only 150 years ago? Welcome to Tartaria. They say this civilization spread out from Central Asia and even into North America, leaving its traces behind. They built massive star forts and cities with ornate architecture, and they had free energy and other advanced technologies too. Some even say its people were giants. In the end, it's said that they were wiped out by a mud flood and that the world's...
Okay. Okay, back to Odyssey. I really thought that Tartaria would have a like that it would mostly be weird gub guys filming themselves on front-facing cameras. I kind of miss the smoke detector chirp guy. Tartaria schizzos are not sending their best. Yeah, it's a lot of like the same couple black and white. Oh.
Hi, everybody. I'm Karen Carson, and this is Truth Tango.
Okay.
Today's Truth Tango is Talking Tartaria. Some popular newsworthy podcasters are adding Tartaria to their news items. Have you noticed this? They carefully interject the subject,
we
feeling
tangoing
around
with the
for
truth now.
responses, glancing at their live comments before they continue. They're barely sniffing at the outside.
I think Tartaria is literally just white civilization, but we can't do a fraction of what our great-grandpas can do. Ooh, Pat's fan coming in with the truth acorns.
Skirts of this rabbit hole, and I haven't actually yet heard any of them say the word Tartaria, but they're mentioning this newly discovered, old yet seemingly very
Yeah, I mean
advanced
that is actually what I what I think. But yeah, this is clearly not a beautiful angel and is an Indian man on his computer. But yeah, where's the like Tartaria vlog maybe? Bangla vlog. Okay, none of these are even close to being in English. Never mind. Tartaria aliens? Like, what do gub guys who film themselves on their phone, what are they talking about? What? Flat Earth, maybe? Let's see.
Episode of Upside Down Land, we focus on an energy drink called Demon. Demon energy drink was made in a large factory by the river. They actually used very dangerous chemicals in their drink, and they created a lot of toxins. They just thought that they could dump it right into the river without any consequences. But the town soon learned that it was turning the fish into mutants.
Anyway, she brought up vampires. I hadn't thought about vampires for a while, Cam. You know,
Australians.
Like, obviously we know all about
Aussies. So where did all the mud come from, and why did we build all of our amazing cities direct to the mud mountains? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. We couldn't rebuild a single classical building if we tried. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I feel like that's like a major factor in the Tartarian stuff is just like, you know, we were able to do certain things once upon a time that for reasons, we're not able to do anymore.
Recent Tartarians.
We gotta ban these guys from AI and Google image search. They have to just be on camera. Okay, let's Tartaria. Okay, let's just do mud flood. Let's see what that yields. That's mud loof. Okay, beautiful angel spotted.
The mud flood was not just an erasure, it was a harvest. Tartaria, a civilization harnessing etheric energy, celestial alignment, and vibrational resonance, was too powerful to be controlled. The reset was engineered, a frequency war, a catastrophic liquefaction event, a planetary plasma discharge. The mud was not just Earth, it was the remnants of a civilization deconstructed at the molecular level. Those who remained were children, tabula rasa, shipped across the world.
I don't practice Tartaria. Don't got a crystal ball. Ooh.
Mud flood is actually a worldwide earthquake. An earthquake that was so powerful that it liquefied the soil and
okay, there's your answer.
Sunk. Destruction all around the whole realm. Think about like the Roman ruins. The Roman ruins had to be dug up. They had to be excavated. Easter Island and like the Moai statues, there was a time where people thought they were just heads. And then it was very recently, people said, guess what? They have bodies. And in some cases, the bodies go 20 feet underground. Said you go look around the Middle East, there's some gate in Iraq, ancient Babylon. The gate is like 25 feet tall, and it's literally buried under the ground in the 1850s. They had to dig it.
Let's just watch some more Pinky 2 Woke videos. Ooh, actually Super Galactic has a new upload. Let's go. Update on my brother's health condition. Okay.
Hey everyone, this is Super Galactic. I'd like to welcome y'all to my YouTube channel. And what I want to talk about is give a video out about my brother's condition. And if y'all could send some good energy, healing energy out to him, I would really appreciate this. I just visited him in the hospital, and I could tell that he's been very upset with the condition that he's facing. It's something to do with an infection that had done got into his eye. And they're keeping a check on everything because his body was in a lot of pain around his spine area. He was having
Okay, we wish his brother well. Oh, he's getting into synthwave. Synthwave metal. Well, that's cool. Well, that's pretty cool. Yeah, hopefully his mom's boyfriend is doing well, his brother is doing well, he is doing well.
Energy. Since you ain't sleep yet, let me show you 3 reasons why emotional trauma is keeping you in a spiritual psychosis from the Book of Consciousness. No, don't watch this if you ain't spiritually confident. Number 1, entities manipulating your mind. Certain entities take advantage of old trauma that you constantly hold on to and keep your mind in a negative state, holding you back from people, goals, and things that are meant for your path to keep feeding off of you. Number 2, using your pain as an identity. When you use your pain and trauma as an identity, you become that past trauma in the present, which will constantly keep you in a low vibrational state that you have manifested and embodied. And number 3, false guidance from negative spirits. In certain situations, you may get thoughts or voices in your head thinking it's a download or guidance from source, but in reality, negative spirits take advantage of the trauma you hold on to and can misguide you into making bad decisions.
Oh, building the realm on Odyssey. Who is a Gub Gub guy? Let's go.
Live. I should be live.
Oh yeah,
All
let's
right.
go.
Man, I don't like the way I
2.5
got this set
hours,
up.
okay.
All right,
Overwhelming.
but anyway, how is everybody? You know what? Let me just while we're just getting set up here, while I'm just waiting for people to come in. I haven't done this in a while. God, I hate this. I'm like really above people. I have to figure out something to do with this stupid. Never mind, personal problems. I should have did a test stream. All right, let's try this out. You guys hear that? New setup, new place. I got neighbors now, so I'm not sure how loud that can be. Hopefully you guys can hear that okay. Hopefully it's not too loud. I'm gonna mark dice. I'm doing this from the kitchen.
Do not have any shorter ones.
What the? Right at the beginning of the second round, it's because I have Odyssey on. And every time I have Odyssey on, the song's cut off. Let's pick it up where we left off. Would you know the gaze will never be seen in heaven? Oh, you know what?
I like how he's sort of a wizard guy. That's cool.
We got this. We got this.
In his
This is what I used to keep myself occupied
blank apartment.
When I wasn't streaming. This is what I did when I wasn't streaming. I sat in the backyard.
He literally has one of those
with this
drums.
thing, and I would just sit there for hours with this.
Yeah, man, I miss Terry Davis too. Damn, I gotta get one of these drums.
Their own, commodity-backed currencies. And there's even talk of them having a gold-backed currency. And so they won't be using the American dollar anymore. And now 44 other countries have already signed papers, wanting to be let into the BRICS. Even Mexico wants northwestern North Carolina, that circle area there where Tennessee, Kentucky, and North Carolina all touch. That's kind of like that circle area. That's kind of where I... Don't you see all the sodomy and homosexuality that the Jews, they do bring? They come for your kids to pedify them. Of the realm, we rise to fight. Knights of the realm will always win. Knights of the realm, we've just begin. Never fail.
Yeah, okay, sorry. Speaking of the chairs, I think back when we did a live show where we played videos, I think I have a video of that.
Hello, here's a quick top 5. Hello, here's a quick top 5 of some chairs that I said for years that I would die to own, and I finally have them. Number 5, this Capisa low back chair. Number 4, the Lawnware Cafe Vienna. Number 3, this very beautiful unmarked chair. I believe it was made by a company called Sun Terrace. I thought this was a US leisure chair, but it's not. It says Sun Terrace on the back. And it looks just like that really fancy one. It's almost the same exact design. Number 2, the Lawnware Fan Back. And number 1, of course, the Groflex Malega chair. You would think that chair would be at the top of the list, but these two chairs right here have some significance to the industry. And originally, the Cafe Vienna was strictly sold to the rental industry. The guy at Lawnware wanted to make the ultimate rental chair, and I'd say he did, because that chair is like 30 years old. And most rental companies that bought these chairs 30 years ago, they still use them today because they were made so well. I've seen them put more than 500 pounds of sandbags on that chair and it doesn't break. And this chair here was just Capisa messing with different designs. Unfortunately, I really know nothing about this chair. It's totally unmarked and I don't know any of the history on it. The first time I saw this chair, it must have been around 2000. My sister was taking dancing lessons and they had 2 of them in the studio to sit on. I'm so lucky that the guy had these sitting in his warehouse for 20-30 years. They've been excellently preserved. And I got 3 more of them over there. Yeah, I had to make the video at this side of the basement because of this mess over here. Just look at all those double and triple and multi-stacked chairs over there. And I still got the 3 stacks of 4 chairs upstairs. Although I brought these 2 down to make the video. And I brought the Lawnware Cafe Vienna down here, which I'm going to have to take all 3 of them back upstairs. Here's a chair I saved tonight. That's a pretty sad sight right there. That's pretty much done. Well, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, and I hope you enjoyed this quick top 5.
That's awesome. Sorry, this guy's name is Brian Roper? Why am I getting all this Tartaria stuff when I search Brian Roper? Brian Roper. Oh, Brian Roper's Plastic Chair World. Ropar.
Track 43, 2 car.
Right, so what happened to Brian Roper, the plastic chair guy? Well, let's forget about some of the other things, but let's hit on this topic here. I realized a jealous neighbor pulled strings and pushed these trash cans on everyone in North Huntington as a way to get revenge on me and feel good about themselves. However, I hope they have enough money to replace everyone's original trash cans that got wasted for absolutely no reason and crushed in that truck, so that we could just satisfy the trash guy. And let me sum this up a little bit better. First, teenage level of vandalism is no match for getting a lawyer and settling things professionally, peacefully, and legally.
Okay, owned. Owned. He's calling them out. They're owned. He stalks his neighbors to throw out broken chairs and don't let them take and he sues them. That's all. Oh, is this what he looks like? I want to see the chair. Oh, chair collection. Let's go.
Track 43, 2 car.
Oh. I'm seeing the thumbnail.
One more fan back chairs here, a couple swing chairs. We got some old swings and things, old car seats, little swing chairs, office chairs, desk chairs, high chairs.
Lucy, Pennsylvania.
Seats, more high chairs, folding chairs, and about 1,000 other monoblocks and random things that I have picked up on the curbside.
Maybe you could link up with him and get some chairs.
track building. These are all the parts I have in hand. These are the 3 buildings I'm building. Lighthouse, a telescope, ham radio shack, and a signal tower for my trains. This is my work area. Basically every tool I'd ever need, all the books, reference books, everything I would ever need to pretty much do anything. Yeah, I'll tell you what. I got all my sports stuff here, from fishing to dart.
Okay, I do want to investigate his 20 channels for each of his special interests, but I also really want to click on this video real quick.
I want to start this video off by giving you a chance to prepare for what I'm about to say.
Okay.
So go on and take a deep breath.
Okay.
And get ready. All right, long enough. Everybody that you see is not human. Everybody that you see out here is not actually alive.
That's
Not
what our alien
actually
chat invasion earlier was talking about, actually.
living. Now today I was just doing a Bible study as usual, and I ran across some things that I just couldn't believe. You got to see this. All right, like I'm saying, and JT, you know, we done talked about this several times over the last 4 or 5 years. Man, we done talked about this subject so many times. Everybody you see is not human, not alive, not living. There are some people who are actually dead, not real. So check this out. So it won't just be me doing a lot of talking. I'm going to give you scripture after scripture after scripture, stuff that we done read but we overlooked. All right, let's start in
Man, people are really
John
getting mind blown by this
11:25.
showing up in the algo.
This is a powerful message from Pastor Leonard D. Cochran. It changed my life for the better. I'm sure it'll bless you.
At some point, we just have to face the truth that narrow is the way and straight.
Then I went through that time to where they offered overtime, but I was like, no, I'm resting today.
Where's the
No,
sound
I'm not
coming
chasing
from?
that dog. Why? I'm going to have to trust God. If I'm coming out, it's going to be God. See, sometimes you got to trust God more than your credit score when you are denied.
Oh, maybe this one?
You going to have it. You better trust.
Okay. Okay. That's weird. Let's do an audio when the video's not playing, but whatever. Whatever. His channel name is PP Drawings also, by the way. Just saying.
Being scammed,
God. And now I got folks looking at me like,
you will
really?
definitely get scammed again and again.
Is that just his radio is on?
If you love the truth, like it, and
You
share
will.
it. If you want to hear more just like it, subscribe to this channel. Until next time, be blessed.
What? His channel has like special black guy. What is going on?
Continue to be scammed until you recognize the scam and get out of it.
This is some Videodrome stuff.
You will continue to be.
Maybe we did legitimately get chosen as 3-1 Atlas preceptors, and this is part of that.
Be scammed until you recognize the scammers and get away from them. But this whole world ain't nothing but a big scam. Anytime a person gets scammed, they are left with nothing or little, and the scammers take off with the majority. If you get scammed out of your money, that means your money just went lower and the scammer's money just went higher. That's what this world is doing to every one of us. Even the scammers are being scammed and they don't even realize it.
That's some deep-ish right there. Some deep-ish. Yeah, we're going to drop a sub on PP Drawings. Wonder what this guy's opinion on rap rate. Yeah. I mean, I recently received a late 50s black man as my helper at work. He listens to AI, race bait, TikToks. Well, that's awesome. Yeah, oh, yeah, imagine. I mean, yeah, if he was doing a video in his house and rather than his car, does he have any house ones? Can we find the chirp? Yo, what's up, Myron? What did you miss? You missed some esoteric hood wisdom, a lot of that. Tartaria, again, we need to find where are the gub guys filming themselves. Tartaria was not as fruitful a mine as I was hoping. But we did find some excellent hood wisdom. I'm just trying to find one where he's in his house rather than in his car. It's mostly in his car. A lot of videos in his car. Oh yeah, and I don't know if you were here, but we got chosen. We had a bunch of interdimensional beings invade the chat, and they were telling us about how they're from 3-1 Atlas, and the whole world's going to be Project Bluebeam recycled on December 19th. But our channel, we've actually been chosen to be the preceptors of the recycling. So that was exciting. This guy just does not film in his house. Wait, Hugh, look up. Should I make a mega planet or should I not? On YouTube? Ooh, baby.
I just got...
Is that good? I don't know, to be honest. I don't know. But we had a bunch of people claiming to be interdimensional beings in here. And they said that we had been chosen to be preceptors of the recycling, which was happening in 17 days because of a 3-1 Atlas. And I'm not entirely clear if that means we're being recycled or if we've been sort of specially chosen to not be recycled. We didn't really get a clear answer on that. But I guess we'll find out on December the 19th.
Putting life on every single planet in the universe, they're going to be able to breathe soon. So they'll have somewhere to stay. I'm thinking about making a mega planet. Shall I do it or should I not? Make a mega planet with Earth. Should I make a mega planet? If you're down for a mega planet, let me know. First, I'm going to rehearse it with the leaders of this country. I'm going to talk to the leaders and ask them if they're fine with a mega planet. And if they want to make more money, we should make a mega planet.
I'm just going to say it. I think we should make a mega planet. Why are we not making a mega planet? Oh, wait, this isn't that guy's channel. Okay, I don't care. But yeah, why are the leaders not getting together to build a mega planet? What is going on? All right, guys. I think that's about all for me for tonight. Well, those interdimensional beings better hope I'm not an Alpha Draco in a big-ass immersion tank. I literally said that when they were here, just to let them know that we're not scared of them, because we might be big-ass Dracos in Alpha immersion tanks, basically. Search Darian Jamal Morris Tsunami. Okay, we'll hit this, and then we'll tap out for the evening. Okay, is this the guy who's actually doing it?
As the people that's having coronavirus.
Yeah, I'm trying to build this channel of exclusively esoteric hood wisdom. Sorry, what video are we doing here? Tsunami. He's got one on the tsunami. Oh, he was born a virgin April. A spiritual healer has angelic codes on his palms. Secrets to universe. Okay. Where's his tsunami video? Do I have to search that not on How are you guys finding all of his top videos so fast? He saved Texas and Louisiana from a cyclone? Oh. Well, we found his channel. Tucson. Uh-oh.
This is Darren J. Morris. I need all of y'all to get from out of the East Coast area immediately. There's a tsunami that's going to hit.
Oh, he even says it
in a couple months. Maybe 2 months or a month from now. There's going to be so much rain and so much flooding out there to where a tsunami is going to hit. I just seen it on The Simpsons, and God has confirmed that it's going to happen in a few months, a tsunami. So everybody that's in the East Coast area need to get out of there ASAP. They need to not move, but get out of harm's way. Y'all need to get out of there before it gets really, really bad. There's a tsunami that's finna get ready to hit the East Coast.
Uh-oh.
So I need y'all to clear the area. That don't say I didn't warn
finna get ready to hit.
Y'all, I'm doing a simulation and I figured out that it's happening soon.
Good thing you watched The Simpsons. Yeah, that guy rules. The tsunami coming, y'all. Yeah, that's a good, that's exactly what we're after. Freestyle. I think he forgot to record the audio on his freestyle. He does have glasses, that's true. It's typically a sign of intelligence.
Hello.
Alright. Let's rock and roll.
I love this song.
Yeah.
I like how he pushes up his glasses. That's a secret glasses guy tech. If you need to push them up, just put your fingers on the lenses and push it up.
I guess you wonder where I've been. I search to find the love within.
I came back to let you know. Got a thing for you, and I can't let go. My friends asking what is wrong with me. While I'm in the days from your love, you see. I came back to let you know. I got a thing for you.
People go around the world for love, but they may never find what they dream of.
I couldn't write it up better.
What you won't do.
Good night, everyone.
Do for love.
Thank you.
You tried everything, but you don't give up.
In my world, only you make me do for love what I would not do.
My friends wonder what is wrong with me.
Yeah,
Well, I'm in the days from your love, you see.
I came back to let you know, 'cause I got a thing for you, and I can't let go.
Oh, I only want the best, it's true.
Check back.
Can't believe a thing I do for you.
All you won't do for love.
You tried everything, but you won't give up.
In my world, only you make me do for love what I would not do. Make me do for love what I would not do. Make me do for love what I would not do.
Good night, everyone.
Make me do for love what I would not do.
Have a good day tomorrow. Appreciate y'all. Have a good night, everybody. 7's for